Hi guys, I am Muchekwa El Ntangeni with Maths XYZ, and in this lesson we'll just be continuing on financial mathematics, of which today we'll be dealing with compound growth and compound decay. Alright, if you haven't subscribed to Maths XYZ channel on YouTube, please do so, so that you will also be able to see also the previous lesson on financial mathematics, which we were dealing with simple decay and growth on solving financial mathematics problems. Alright, as I've already mentioned that we'll be doing the compound growth and decay. In the compound growth and decay, we have two equations, of which the first one written in blue is for the compound growth, and for the second one, which is written in red, is for the compound decay method of solving financial problems. The first one is A is equals to P into 1 plus I into an exponent of n. And the second one for the simple of the compound decay is A is equals to P into 1 minus I into the exponent of n. The difference between the two equations is just the plus and also the minus. This one is for the growth and this one is for the decay. The A here, the first parameter, which is A for both the equation, stand for the final amount, and P for both equation is for the principal or initial amount, and I is the interest rate, of which you have to divide by 100 and have it into decimal places, and N is the period or the time for the investment or whatever the purchase that you have made. Alright, let's just go straight into the question and see how we'll be able to apply those two equations into solving mathematics, financial mathematics problems. Alright, the first question says they will purchase a car for 80,000 that depreciate at a compound rate of 11% per annum. Calculate the book value of the car after 5 years. Alright, here we are given the first, which is the initial purchase, which is 80,000. The car that they will purchase, it was actually 80,000 and it was depreciating. That means that we have to use an equation of compound decay because the investment that the worker has made will be depreciating over time. Alright, and the interest rate is 11%, which is calculated per annum, and they say we must calculate the book value. This is equation number A. The first question says we must calculate the book value of the car after 5 years period. Alright, the book value is the amount which will be calculated after of depreciating after a period of 5 years. Alright, to calculate that we will use the equation A. I'll write the side, guys. I'll actually write the side, which is A is equals to P into I minus I. 1 minus I mean to say into an exponent of n. Remember I said we're going to use the equation of compound decay because of the word depreciates over there. Then here we have the initial amount, which is 80,000. 80,000 into 1 minus I, which is 11%. Remember I told you that you must divide this by 100 and have it into two decimal places. And the exponent, which is n, is the number of years, which is equals to 5 years in this case. Then here we'll just use my calculator and then see how much will this car, the book value of the car after a period of 5 years. 80,000 into 1 minus 11% into an exponent of 5, which will be 44,672,48. 44,672,48 cents. Okay, that means that the car that the worker has purchased with 80,000, after 5 years, if he wants to sell this car, the car will be worth 44,672 rands, 48 cents. That means that from the original amount of 80,000, the worker has actually lost 35,327 over a period of 5 years. Alright, then going to the second question, which is this one. It says if the price of a new car increase at 8%, so we are given the interest rate per annum compounded annually, determine the price of a new car after 5 years. So this car, it actually increased at 8% per annum. So if the original amount that the worker has used to purchase a car, it was 80,000. So the value of this car actually increase. If it's not purchased, it actually increases at 8% per annum. So it says determine the price of a new car after is it 5 years, after 5 years I mean to say, then that means that it's A is equals to P into 1 plus I into the exponent of m. For this case, we will be using the equation of compound growth, because it will be increasing in value because of the interest rate of 8%. Then here we have the initial amount, which is 80,000 into 1 plus 8 divided by 100. Remember, this is the interest rate and the value of in period of 5 years. So it's 80,000 into 1 plus 8%, 1 plus 8% into an exponent of 5 years. Okay, then the value of the car, it will be actually worth 117,546,25 cents after 5 years. That means that if the worker was not able to buy this car 5 years before with 80,000, 5 years later, if he wanted to purchase this car, he would have used this amount to get the car which he would have got with 80,000 in the period 5 years before. But then now that he has purchased that car and he has been using it after the very same years, which is 5 years, his car which he has bought with 80,000, it's now worth that. But if you want to purchase a new car, which is the very same car which is still in the garage, then you will have to use this amount to purchase this car. So it just says that when you are buying a car, your car depreciates when you are driving it, but then if it's still in the garage, it's actually appreciating in value. All right, guys, I hope you understood this example. Let's just go to the second example and see how we can apply this tree equation to solve problems in financial mathematics. All right, so the second question here, it says a car dealer in error uses the straight line method to calculate a car's value. So it was actually a mistake to calculate the value of the car using a straight line method. Remember, a straight line method is it's what we have been dealing with in the previous 2 lessons that we have already done. You can check them up on Maths XYZ channel on YouTube to see how we actually explain the straight line method. So this is the method that we have done in the previous lessons. So it was a mistake that this person actually calculated the value of a car using a straight line method. Then they say the car was originally purchased for 120,000. The dealer calculated the car to be worth 93,442,56 as it is 3 years, right? 3 years old. Okay. What rate of depreciation would have to be used to give the same results using the reduction balance method? So the reducing balance method is the compound method that we are doing in this lesson. Okay, then here we have the original amount, which is P is equals to 120,000. But then after 3 years, this car will now be worth 93,442,56 cents. So we have A, we have P, we have N, which is the number of years. Then what we need to find out is I, which is the interest rate which was used. This time, we won't be making the very same error that he made, but then we'll be using the reducing balance method, which is the compound decay or growth method. Then here, since this car was actually high when it purchased, now it's actually low, then that means that we have to use the compound decay method. So it will be 1 minus I into an exponent of n. Then here we have 93,442,56 cents. All right, and then I won't divide this time, and then it's equals to 120,000 into 1 minus I, which is what we're looking for, and n, which is the number of years, is equals to 3 years. All right, then I will divide both sides by 120,000. Both sides by 120,000. This will cancel out, and I will be left with that. So that means that we have 93,442,56 divided by 120,000, and we have 0.77. When you are dealing with a financial mathematics problem, it's better not to round off when you are still working on the question. So I will just write the very same value that I was given here in the calculator. So it's 0.778688 here, and then I will have that is equals to 1 minus I into an exponent of 3. Then introducing a cube root here. So that's a cube root of this. So guys, a cube root of 0,778688 0,778688 is equals to 0,92 here. It's equals to 1 minus I. Then I will be equals to 1 minus 0,92. It's equals to, remember, you multiply by 100 so that I will have this in percentage. So it will be 1 minus 0,92, which is equals to 0,08 multiplied by 100, which will give 8%. So it was 8% interest rate which was used for 3 years to get the value of the car from 120,000 to 93,442. Alright, I hope you guys understood this lesson as well, and you can now distinguish between the simple interest rate and also the compound interest rate using the reducing balance method. Alright guys, if you didn't understand anything from this lesson, please just drop us a comment and then we'll get back to you and explain more on this content. And also, if you haven't subscribed to Maths XYZ channel, please do so that you will be able to get notification when we upload videos. Thank you guys.